Alrighty, it is time for Mario Maker. We're going to be finishing up the level that we have been building. The ultimate level. Well, I don't know if I can call this the ultimate level. We've been building a level with the ultimate goal being make the best level possible for the upcoming collab that's going on at the end of the month, which I think has been going pretty well so far. I got like the basic premise of everything that I want. I just need to get like finishing touches up, and then I gotta actually try it. And I got this stream, and I got the next stream. I got this week and next week to finish up this level. So I think it's doable. I think it'll be doable, and we're gonna make it the best level ever. So let's get right into it, shall we? How's it going, Heather Flanagan, Flipside Forest, and Twisted J? How y'all doing? Hope all is well. Let's get started. So to briefly catch you all up on what the level is looking like, you're gonna start in this room, go through this door, pop out in this room, and survive the spiky falling icicles. One of the requirements for building levels in this collab is to have icicles, and not just have icicles for decorative purposes. But while these icicles are falling, you're gonna have to dodge these two enemies, which are gonna throw snowballs at you, and you're gonna have to wait. It's on a timer for this little thing to go all the way around so that the thing can drop on this enemy, get the key, and then you go into this door. This looks impossible. What are you talking about? It's gonna be fine. So anyway, you go through this door. You pop out. You pop out in here. Same thing, falling icicles. You got the two enemies here. I actually figured out an issue that I was having was trying to keep this type of space. If I added any more, it would have broken the illusion of the locked that I was that I had put together. Until I realized, it was like that because I had deliberately set it on the middle when I could just set it off to the side and it would fit. So I got that to work. How hard is it scale of 1 to 10? Honestly, I can't tell you because I haven't tried it myself yet. So anyway, so same concept. You got these enemies, but you also got these cannons. All the stuff here shoots snowballs, and the snowballs just like bounce you around. The only thing that can really kill you in these rooms is these icicles, which you gotta dodge. And once again, you gotta wait for the timer to go all the way around. It's a little extra time because we're making it sassy like that. And it kills this enemy, and then you go in here. I say 10. Bruh, you haven't even tried it yet. You go in this room, then you pop out in this room. You get a fire flower if you get this, which might be of help. Same upgraded room with pretty much everything, same enemies, same cannons, but it's on icy floor, so you gotta dodge the ice. I've yet to put a timer in here, so that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, I'm gonna be fixing that as well. And then once the timer for this is done and kills this enemy, you go through this door, which pops you all the way back here. And in this room, you get your choice of either a mushroom, a fire flower, a regular Yoshi, or a fire Yoshi. Which you could probably just you'll most likely probably just take the fire flower and the fire Yoshi. And then you go into this pipe. which takes you all the way in here to the checkpoint. And you'll exit out here. Which that pipe will take you all the way to the final room. You'll pop out here. Fire flowers will also be popping out here on the regular. You got a bunch of falling icicles to dodge again, as well as the same snowball throwing enemies. But you also have a Bowser. And before you ask, yes, there is a pipe in here. However, I'm going to make it so that you have to kill Bowser as a clear condition. So you can't just like wait for him to jump over and then run into the pipe and then try to beat the level that way. No, you have to beat Bowser. But once you do kill Bowser and you get the clear condition, you go in this pipe. Then you're gonna come out here. Then you go through here. Then you're gonna come all the way out of this pipe, and then you reach the goal. Alright, but I still got some touch-ups that I need to do, including making timers for each section, and then I also have to playtest the level to make sure it all works. So that's what we're going to be working with. So, stay and watch. Alright, so we'll start with this. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's what I'm supposed to grab. So I need this to fit this space here. As I have been told that you need this kind of open space in order to have your bottom space be screen locked. Because that's what I want, is to have each one of these sections to be screen locked. So there's no auto scrolling when you're trying to dodge stuff. And also there's no like hiding. Having the screen away from one side so that you can survive not getting hit type deal. So that's what I'm doing with that. This will go over here. I'm hoping this doesn't pop up when you're like coming up here, otherwise that would be... I suppose I could just put the pipe somewhere else if need be. So I guess that'll be fine. Okay, now I just gotta fill in the rest of the space here. The rest of the empty space, I should say. And then are these all finished then, huh? Okay, I guess I did that properly. Okay, so now it's timer time. Timer time. So I've got all timers except for this section. And I guess you won't necessarily need a timer here because the goal is to just kill Bowser. So we just need to put a timer in this section. Is that supposed to look like that? Is this lower somehow? Oh, oh wait, no. It's because of the blocks. Okay, this should be fine then. Nope. I need to put a... Here we go. So pull up that here. Have this loop around. Okay. I think we're going to want to make this timer a bit longer. How much longer is the question. Because I don't want to make it... I don't want to make it too difficult. I don't want to make it like too tough. Okay, I got an idea. This is gonna seem a little weird, but follow me here. You said you wanted to set a clear condition for clearing Bowser to complete the stage, right? Yes, I need to implement that, but I will do that. Okay, so this is what I have for the other section. That should be fine, right? Yeah. It's just a little extra time placed in. Okay. So this should... I think this will increase the time by a considerable factor. And I should have everything set up the way I wanted to. Nope, not quite. That should be at the height that I want. Yeah, it is. Okay. There we go. Excellent, that's what I'm looking for. Well, I can't wait to see your reaction once you realize something. What, are you talking about the... the Bowser, like the nature of clear conditions itself, because I've had clear conditions before, and checkpoints as well. I think I got this set up the way I want it to. There's no timer there. A checkpoint flag has been placed. No. Oh, for fuck. Damn it! I forgot about that. That's so dumb. Why can't you put checkpoints with clear conditions? That's bullshit. That is a bullshit rule. Nintendo, once again, you screw me out of my creativity. You just made this way harder than necessary. You literally made this harder than necessary. Hello, Zeke. Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. Because the thing is like, I can't think of any particular way to make it so that you get to the flag outside of this locked room without having a pipe here. But you need to have a platform in order to get to it. You need to be on solid ground in order to be able to get through a pipe. So that's the criteria that I have. Or that's the criteria that I'm trying to go for. Okay, well, I think this just about covers the majority of what I'm trying to do. I might need to fix one or two things, but this is pretty much... I think this is pretty much as good as I'm gonna make it. So, not much else to do but to test it. Yeah, I think this should do nicely. So this is your easy stage. This is going to be your medium stage. This will be your hard stage. And then this will be your extra hard. Ooh, boss rush. Sort of. It's a survival boss rush. Because the main three rooms require a certain key from an enemy you can't reach, so you gotta wait for a timer to kill them. And if I set this up correctly, it should be in a way that these rooms cannot interact with each other because they're a whole section apart from each other. So one of the things that I encountered is that I originally had it pretty compact. So I had the first room up here, actually. So I had the first room up here, and then I had my timer going, and there was an exploit or a cheese where you could just sit in this starting room, wait for the timer to go, still get the key, and be able to go through the first section pretty quickly. And potentially some of the other ones as well, because there was one in here, and then there was one in this other section. So I decided to expand the level, make them more further apart. So hopefully that is not something that you are capable of doing. So I think all that's left is to test it out. Wanna know what I just realized, Tom? What? Are there CPSs? CPSs? What? Okay. Alright, let's try it out. So the idea... So each of these rooms, I want to have them locked in a screen. Like, so this entire section is a locked area, so there's no scrolling to be had. There's going to be a little bit of motion when you enter, but it's not going to be detrimental. It'll lock up eventually. Alright, that's number one. Pretty easy, right? Ooh, God. Okay, so that just made it a little harder. Not too difficult if you can, like, utilize the cannons and, like, the snowballs and such, but, like, oh God. You might be able to get through this without needing a fire flower, honestly. I mean, you can still hit the snowball, but I think it might make it just a bit too easy. Maybe. Should I leave the fire flower? I put that in there as like a means of balancing it out. Is that thing coming? Like, I'm hoping I didn't make the thing too long. Ow. Okay, the thing came back somehow. What did I do wrong? Somehow it wasn't able to go through the whole path. If you use custom scroll, it helps better. This sets custom scroll. I'm not sure exactly how it works. So I give this level difficulty 7 out of 10 instead of 10 out of 10. Yeah. Oh, I didn't remove the... I forgot to remove the point block to make it fall. Okay, that's my fault. Okay, redo. Oh, I just ran into that. It feels like the cannon shots are making it a little easier to maneuver because they're a lot faster than the slower spike snowballs, if that makes sense. Which was something that I considered when I started this level, or started creating this. Alright, I'm gonna try this without... I'm just gonna use the fire flower that you're gifted. Okay, that's not how I wanted that to look, but I can fix that later. Custom scroll can help make the screen lock on the screen, so moving back and forth or up and down when you move. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to fix this part, make it a little longer. Oh my god. The snowballs actually hurt him too, so this might make it a little easier. Yep, pretty easy. Okay, so that doesn't work the way I thought it would, so I'm going to need to change that. Or rather, it doesn't, it's set in a weird spot. I don't want, like, this stuff to be shown, because it just makes it look very weird. So in that case, let's move this elsewhere. I can't move this back, I don't think. I can. Okay, so maybe I'll make just another section to split it up. Wait. Oh, here we go. I was like, why couldn't I do it before? Oh, right, the endpoint's here. Shit. Okay, this complicates things. I'm suppose I could just put the pipe up top on the flag, and once you cross it, you just grab it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I can't think of any other ideas to make it so that this stuff doesn't get revealed, but mainly this empty space, because the empty space was just mainly there to help lock the screen. Oh, I actually hit the limit part to this. You could fill that space in. Well, I just hit the limit part, so I don't think that's a good idea. Actually, this might work. I think it might be just far enough away that it's not gonna conflict. OMG, ground limit reached. Yeah, I didn't think there was a limit on the ground, to be honest. Okay. I need to go back to the subsection and fix the space that I had set for this. Because I want to make it a little longer. Use blocks as tiles? I mean, I pretty much got the amount of space that I want. I'm not gonna make this. Okay, almost. Almost got it to where I want it.
Here we go.
Okay, one more. Almost got it.
Here we go.
I can't peek back over here either. Alright, perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. So what was this? Was it like 3 or something? 4 each, okay. I knew when I was creating Kirby and the Rainbow Curse in this game, I hit the limit unexpectedly. Okay, so that's set up the way I want it to. This warp area is good. Okay. I need to evaluate... I want to evaluate, like, all the stuff that's put in here. Like, what's going to make it easier? What's going to make it... hard. So I think this is perfect the way it is. You get a single mushroom, so you get 1 or 2 hits to avoid falling icicles while having these Majombos throw snowballs at you. Well, you gotta wait for this timer, which is like the shortest timer out of the 3. Then once you win that, you go through the door, pop out into this one, which is essentially the same room, but with these super cannons shooting snowballs at you too, while these guys are throwing stuff at you. Now, one issue that I was concerned about was the snowballs being thrown by these guys, which are slow, and snowballs being shot out of these cannons, which move fast. There's potential for them to like collide into each other before they even try to hit you. Do you think that makes it too too easy. I mean, I'm trying to look at this from like a person playing this for the first time, because it's not going to be difficult for me because I'm the creator of the level, so I know the patterns. So I'm going to be able to like, I'm going to beat this level without much issue. But the thing that I'm wondering is if for a first time player, is this going to be too easy or too hard? Especially since you only have one mushroom that can give you one hit off. I'm trying to determine like what's going to be the best decision here. While this timer, which is the medium set timer, is going off. Also, do you think the icicles placed up here are challenging enough? Because I didn't want to do a set of icicles of like one falling, one non-falling, one falling, one non-falling, one falling, one non-falling, one falling, one non-falling, like that. Because then it just becomes a game of precision, and I hate precision-based stuff. So I opted not to do that and just go in sets of 2. Which, I don't know if that plays into the difficulty factor in the whole thing. I don't know. I'm just looking for some thoughts. Like if there's anything that I can do to like change anything to make it a bit more challenging but fair, because that's what I try to do when I create these levels. But once that's done, then you go through here. And then you got this room with a much longer timer. And you got fire flowers. This is the one that I'm thinking maybe the fire flower is a bit too easy. A part of me wants to change that to just a mushroom, because the only other added difficulty is these tiles, which will make things very slippery. But it's the same thing with these bigger guys throwing slower snowballs and these cannons shooting like faster snowballs, so I don't know if... I'm not 100% sure how this makes it easier or harder for like a first-time player. One thing that I am thinking about is changing this item to just strictly mushrooms. Only because the snowballs that get thrown by these cannons, not to mention the icicles up top, can hurt Bowser as well. So you throw a fireball on top of that, it might make it a bit too easy. That's where my head's at right now. I think I'm going to change that to a mushroom. Like, it'll just continuously pop out, so it's not too difficult. Because I like what I have set up with this arena. But it's a game of survival, essentially. Yeah, I think I might make all the items mushrooms instead. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Alright, so mushrooms will endlessly pop out. So you mainly just have to keep dodging icicles, dodging snowballs, and have the same icicles and snowballs hit Bowser continuously. And then once he's dead, you can just pass through there. Lava bubble? Lava bubble for what? I don't know what we're asking. Hey, Sparks, good to see you, bro. How are things? Hope all is well. Yeah, I'm gonna change this item. Alright, it's just strictly mushrooms. I feel like I've been here every day, lol. Yeah, you've been by a lot more frequently, which yeah, we're happy to have you, bro. So I should probably, well, maybe instead of the snowballs to make it easy, maybe add lava bubbles. What, so lava balls will just come out of the cannons? That might be a bit too difficult. Because if I were to put lava bubbles in the cannons and they shoot out, like, in their arc, they just go poof. Don't they start, like, popping up and down in the place that they had fallen into? Plus, this is a snowy themed level, so I want to keep this. So I want to keep this closely akin to snow and weather as much as possible, as that is one of the requirements for this collab. Life is good. How are the levels going? Well, I'm actually taking a break from doing levels and actually building one for once as part of a upcoming collab that I'm doing. I need you to sit here, otherwise you're gonna die by the wall. Let me check what sort of things I can put in. That's pretty sick. Thanks. I've been setting this up for a couple of weeks now. I just need to put like some finishing touches, like assess the difficulty level, and then play test it. Yeah, there aren't any particular enemies or items. Well, there's snow pokies, but what could I possibly do with snow pokies? Because if they're just like hanging around inside the arena, I feel like that's gonna clutter up space. Hey Zeta, good to see you. How you doing? Hope all is well. How's the progress of the level going? It's going good. Just wanna do some proper touch-ups to make it perfect. So you're gonna be playing someone else's level? I mean, yeah. So what we're doing for this collab is it's a collab for Iceberg Mike of the Thunder Pals. And he's invited me and a bunch of other content creators to make levels in the manner that in the theme that he wants it. And his theme for this one is snowy levels using icicles as some sort of purpose other than decorative. So I've used them as a means of potentially hurting you and killing you. Lakitus can't throw snowballs, can they? In that tiny space, I don't think it's worth it. Yeah. There's not much that facilitates snow theme to, like, utilize all of it. So I think I'm kind of stuck like this. You could put the Pokey on a track as an obstacle. On a track? Oh, like one of those spinning tracks, I guess. But again, it leads back to the... It kind of leads back to the issue of, like... Because what I'm trying to do is make this... make all these rooms, these areas, like, be a locked feature type thing, so that there's no, like, auto-scrolling and such, which leaves very little room to work with. So I can't clutter the rooms with, like, too much stuff, if that makes sense. But yeah, everyone is playing, everyone including myself is making a level for this collab. And then what we're doing is, during the upcoming collab, we're all going to play the levels that we made and race in them. And there's a point system. If you first place, you get the most amount of points. Second place, you'll get the second most, and third, and fourth, and so on. What if we just put 1-ups in here? That's a huge collab. Yeah, sure is. You know what? Just because of the setup that I have going on, I'm just gonna change something for this room in particular. This does not balance out properly. How much room do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 22 blocks wide. That does not leave a lot of room to work with. Too bad you can't put a block in a block. That'd be so cool if you could. It's just a little uneven. I want to get back into streaming. I've been sick for a bit. I'll be back soon. Just been having long days at work. Sorry to rant. Was on my mind. Oh yeah, no worries. Okay. I guess we're gonna do it like this because it's just a little uneven. That's my only issue. These are useless in a regular run, but if it somehow comes up in like an endless run, or if I ever decide to build a world, this will be a nice area for that. Because my thought process is you're gonna go into a pipe. You're gonna go into a pipe that will lead you out of another pipe. And that pipe you come out of will continuously spit out mushrooms. So there's no point in having this room for items that can potentially make the level a bit too easy. Okay. I think I have this set up the way I want it to. So let's recap where we're at. So, you start here. Then you go through this door. Then you pop out here. You get a mushroom. And then your goal is to survive the falling icicles while these Majombos throw snowballs at you to try and push you into a falling icicle. All the while, this little gizmo will act as the timer, going all the way around. And will eventually drop to kill this guy, giving you the key to get into this door. So you go into this door, and you pop out here. Same concept. You got a timer that you got to survive in here from falling icicles. And you got these Majombos, but you also got these cannons that will also be shooting snowballs as well, but they're faster. The only issue in this design is that these snowballs shoot at different speeds, so they can potentially collide into each other and make it a little easier. But once you get this guy's key, you go into this door, pop out into this room, another timer. Oh, and if it wasn't made obvious, each timer is longer than the last. Same concept, falling icicles. These guys, these cannons, except now you got an icy floor and only like a mushroom to survive on. Once you get that, you go into this door and it's going to take you all the way back up to here, where you'll get some 1-ups, which might come in handy if you ever find this in I don't know whatever mode is. I don't know whatever mode this is gonna wind up being. Like, I don't try to make like really difficult levels, but somehow they do wind up being difficult. And then you go into this pipe. Which will spit you out here.
Here we go.
And then you go in here. Which will spit you out here. You're going to have mushrooms continuously fall out. And it's the same thing with icicles up top. Throwing Majombos and cannons of snowballs. No timer and a Bowser, which is the clear condition that you need in order to pass. So you can't just wait for Bowser to jump over you and then run underneath him to go under this pipe. You have to kill Bowser to get the clear condition. But yeah, essentially keep dodging icicles and snowballs because both of these actually do wind up hurting him. So that's essentially going to be the timer. And once you survive that, you go in through this pipe. Which will pop you out here. then you go in here, and then you would grab the flag, but I didn't do the clear condition, so that's why that didn't work like that. There's a flag, right? There isn't. As much as I would love to put a flag, clear conditions prevent you from putting flags. So there's no checkpoint in this, which really pisses me off. But that is the level. Oh yeah, I took out the ice floor in this particular section simply because Bowser, when he jumps, he breaks the ice floor, and it kind of messed up the flow of the room a little, so I just opted to take that out. Now I just got to figure out one particular thing, which I mentioned earlier in the stream. Okay, before I get into the playtesting, we are getting close to the 1 hour mark. So we're going to do a quick ad break. And then when we come back, we'll start with the playtesting. So we will be right back. Hey, get your nose out of my garbage, you. Monty's in the room. He's just sniffing through my trash like a dumpster dog. Don't be a dumpster dog. You get fed plenty. We feed you lots. You don't need food from the garbage. You don't really need a clear condition since either way you have to kill Bowser in order to beat the level. Not necessarily. Because because Bowser could just jump, could do like his really high jump to attack, and then you can just run underneath him while he's jumping, and then go into the pipe, and then get to the flag, regardless. So that's why the clear condition's there. They could just go straight to the pipe and ignore Bowser. Yeah, exactly. And I'm ready for some warm weather. What about you? Oh, absolutely. I would love warm weather. How you doing, Mr. Noah? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. Okay. But I think everything is good to go. There's just one little thing that I need to do in order to properly playtest. So I mentioned this in the beginning of the stream. One particular issue that I ran into while when initially building this level is that there was a cheese. Because I had, just make the pipe a locked door. Well, how exactly? Like, do I need, like, use, like, those little P-square blocks or something? If that's the case, then I need a P-switch in order to make it open, and I don't, as far as I could tell, Bowser can't hold those types of gizmo items. So that's kind of stuck. Hey, what's up, Top Secret Yoshi? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. So at one point during this creation, the level was a little more compact in that I had to start here, and then I had the first section of the level originally up here. And there was a cheese where you could just sit in this room and wait for the timer to go all the way around because it was just close enough to your character that it would kill the enemy, give you the key. So that way, you just go through the door, pop out here, and then immediately go into there, and then move on to the next room. And probably potentially the other rooms as well, because I was thinking about having it in these sections as well, which is why I put more space in between them to try to avoid that if possible. So I want to see if that does work the way I think it does. Actually, I should do this in here so that I can get an accurate... Oop, that's not what I was trying to do. So I can get like an accurate time frame.
Here we go.
Okay, so how long will it take? Just this one anyway. Okay, 275 is the time. So let's see if I've got just enough space to make that work.
Here we go.
So wait like till 275. Hopefully hopefully it's far enough that that nobody can pull that particular cheese. That's the hope. Because I don't have much space to work with elsewhere. So if that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to try something else. I really don't want it. I really like this, so I don't want this to... Yes. Okay, it works. And the rest is far enough away to where that won't be an issue, so we're good. So everything's pretty much set up. I just need to do some play testing. I kind of want to change... Would 300 seconds be good enough? Well, how much time can I put in here? 500. Maybe 400 would be good. I mean, the goal is to just essentially survive the rooms on the timer that they're set. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. So, I think I've got just about everything ready. This room's good, this room's good, this room's good, this room should be good, and that will be our pop-up zone. I think we're ready to start play testing. As far as I could tell, I've gotten rid of every possible cheese or like exploits that someone could utilize.
Here we go.
Just start from here, go in here, await the timer while being thrown snowballs. did that to myself. It looks like the icicles can also affect the snowballs as well. So that's a bit... Oh, God. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about, like, having these, smaller snowballs, destroy, like, the bigger ones to make it, difficult to actually...
Here we go.
Like, it would make it a bit too easy is what I was worried about, because they're destroying the bigger snowballs. But again, the icicles do that as well, so... Yeah, and you can't just stay on the... You can't sit on the side. You can't stay on the sides of the room because there's icicles there that will kill you if you stay there too long. So you have to constantly be in motion, essentially. Okay, round 3, slippery floor. Yeah. See, right there is what I was worried about. But the only thing that can hurt you is the falling icicles. Like that. Alright. Those are just lives. So that was only 100 seconds. Oh, God. Okay, that didn't count. I was being distracted. I'm gonna start here. Ooh, okay. This might be a little difficult. Oh, God. Hey, that actually killed him. And that would make it GG.
You made it.
So that is the level. Okay. So from this assessment, this feels doable the way it is. I think just having the mushrooms is a good enough challenge, because one of the things that I'm worried about is if I use a fire flower for any of these rooms, it's going to make it way too easy. What do you guys think? And that's why I removed items from that from this top room here, because I had various fire items that, again, I felt like would have made things a bit easier. And I had fire flowers coming out of the pipe in the Bowser room. And I think that made it a bit too easy, considering the icicles and the snowballs can actually hurt him. So I think this is good the way it is. I think I've got this set up the way exactly that I wanted, where it's challenging but not difficult. What do you think? What do you think? Good? Or no? What's up, Yosher Steven? Good to see ya. Hope all is well. So, the one thing that I want to do is add sound effects. I got the setup that I want. I wanted to put in sound effects now. Because I think sound effects... I got a lot of time on my hands, so I think adding some sound effects to certain parts would be would make it a lot more fun and interesting. But I need to switch to sound effects to make that work. Well, if this whole level is just an endurance test, endurance slash survivability is what you've got. I had something weird happen. I was playing Super Smash Bros. And picking Bowser, but it gave me Mario. That is weird. Okay, that's no good. A tiny shear. Party Popper might be pretty good for the end section. People call it the Mario glitch. This is actually something that I want. I want this for coming out of this thing here. So you come out of that, and then you get the do. I know where I definitely want that. I honestly thought I'd be having more sound effects on here. I could put like... Oh, where's the... I think I want the audience one for the flag. That's gonna be like the last section. Oh, and I want... Where's the heartbeat one? have to press these individually. Why can't I just hold it? I hope this works the way I think it does. Because I wanted to be... This particular section is like just before the Bowser fight, so I want the heartbeat sound effect to go doom 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 as you're running over. And I guess while we're here, let's put some congratulations sound effect, like cheering or something. Okay. Now I just gotta figure out if there's a sound effect that I want for certain rooms. This is the start room. What would signify start? Put the glory one in the other section. You can have that for... I wonder if you could attach it to a certain item, like if you can get a... Like if you can get a key. My thought process is... This will come up whenever it kills an enemy and the key comes to you. Is that possible to do? I'm gonna try it. Okay, that didn't work like I thought it would. Okay. Let's test it out, I guess.
Here we go.
No, it's not working. Oh, it's making the snowballs become yay whenever they get destroyed. That's not what I want. Oh, can I do that with the thing then? Maybe if I put it here, it'll work. Ooh. Maybe that will make it better. Because if it's whenever it hits something, then that's probably what I want. I didn't do it. Damn, I'm running out of ideas. So maybe...
Here we go.
Don't think that's how that works, though. No. I didn't think it would. I'm sorry, but what do you mean when the snowballs are becoming gay? No, not gay. Yay. The sound effect is called yay. So like when I put the sound effect into him, and every time he throws a snowball, and I hit it, it does the yay sound effect. My only other option is to, like, put them in the doors.
Here we go.
That would be the first one.
Here we go.
Okay, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. We're gonna have to put these on, like, the next set. And you can just come out of that. Oh, but I want the thing as well. I want this sound effect as well. There, that's probably as best as I can get it. I should probably test the other ones as well. Alright, so I just came out of the thing.
Here we go.
This did not last as long as I thought it would.
Here we go. Ah.
This is what I'm gonna hear in my sleep. Okay.
Here we go.
Alright, that works the way I want it to. Good. Let's try this one.
Here we go.
You know what? I'll just do the poppers strictly, because I think the poppers are more, they're more fun.
Here we go.
Okay, maybe that's a bit too much. The fireworks are also pretty good too. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, boss one, how's it going? Hope all is well.
Here we go. Here we go.
Like that. And then we should get... Yeah, so that's going to be the audience at the end. So that's good. I don't know why, but apparently I've been interested in some creepy stuff lately, Tom. Oh no. I dare to wonder what that might be. I've created just about any kind of sound effect that I can think of. And give it a little, as much pizzazz as I can. Nothing's gonna be coming up for that. I want something for the. I kind of want something for the. I've been kind of interested in Jeez. I was trying to say one thing and then read Boss One's message at the same time, and then it just smushed together for some reason. Okay, my bad. I've been interested in the Legend of Lavender Town. I'm sure you know it. Ah, yes. I've heard of some creepypasta surrounding Lavender Town. I want to put a sound effect in the start section, but I don't know what I want to what'll be good enough for it. Drama might be pretty good, but I don't think I want that to be the exact one. That might be pretty good, actually. Just like before you enter the door. Oh. So like right before you enter the door, you hear a. That might be just dramatic enough. Let me check the other stuff though. This one would also work too, but I don't think horror is the appropriate one here. This one I would like to put in as well, except I don't have a particular spot that would make that work. And this one's like better for the final boss area. Yeah, I kind of want to go with this one. All right, let's test the sound effects.
Here we go.
Okay, that didn't work.
Here we go.
That might be good for like the starting spot. So where would you start actually? Here, I'd say. Oh, you can't put stuff in here. Okay, fine. Now let's put it here. So you start here, and then you get the. I wonder if I can make like a string of it. Or is that just going to be like repeated over and over and over again?
Here we go.
Yeah, gets repeated. I don't want that. Okay.
Here we go.
I wish that stayed a little longer. Like just the lines. I wish the lines would stay a little longer. I guess that'd be asking a bit too much. Okay, that sound effect. This is the bonus room, and then you get the yay sound effect as you complete a level and pop out into the next room. And that's in for multiple rooms. Jump in here. And then you get the yay. You get another yay. And you pop out in the beginning, you get a third yay, and then you got a heartbeat before you come out of that pipe. Actually, we don't really need a yay for this one, do we? No, probably not. And just leave that one sound effect less because I got another sound effect here that will work. You go in and then you get the celebration, and then you get audience respect. Okay, I think I've got everything that I want, both parts wise and sound effect wise. Now I'm just gonna run through it again. Make sure everything works the way I want it to for the sound effect, and then I can start clear checking it. I was interested to know what it was like before it was haunted and what led to it. You know, Tom? Before it was haunted? I thought the whole point of the creepypasta was that it was always haunted.
Here we go.
Round 1, fight. Ouch. Did that to myself. Alright, that worked. Ow. Damn it. Yay. Ooh. Come on. Shit, why did I do that? Okay, I got myself killed here. That doesn't count.
Here we go.
Ah, fuck.
Here we go.
Now I'm just making it harder for myself for no reason. I'm just too eager. Whoa. This is the longest timer, so you're in here for a while. Alright, that's perfect. And then alright, that's still going nicely. Ah! Music staying. Yes. That worked. And then celebration. All right, that worked. Everything works. Everything works to the specifications that I want. So I'm just gonna quickly save the level so I don't lose all my progress. That would suck. Alright. I might change... Should I change the timer too? I usually didn't see how much time I had left before it all ended. Maybe 300 is an okay amount of time. Considering like snowballs are constantly being thrown at Bowser, which will rack up damage over time. Not a whole lot of time at that, so I think it's pretty good. You can at least make the ending pipe connect to something. What do you mean? Or just longer? I still don't get what you mean. Honestly, I think I've got it exactly the way I want it to. So I think I'm ready to start playtesting it. I'm ready to upload this bad boy. Anybody got any objections to this level? Or like got any potential ideas to make it possibly better? I'm not hearing anything from anyone. So, in that case, let's playtest this bad boy. You need to clear check the course before uploading. Ready to do a clear check. Yes. Cold snap! I forgot I titled it that. I couldn't think of anything else, to be honest. The ending pipe can still be connected from the wall to the flag instead of being floating in the air. Oh, I see. Is it far enough away? Because that was the thing that I was trying to do, is I was trying to keep it away from all this. I'll try it. I think I'll bring this closer too. Oh, now you're all the way over there, which I don't want.
Here we go.
Nope, still visible on the other side. Okay, see, that's the thing I was trying to avoid. Maybe I can extend it. If I can extend this. Oh, I can extend this as far as I can. Alright, you know what? That works. It's not ideal, but it's the one thing that makes... It's the one thing that works the best, so that it's all, so that it all, doesn't, like, break the illusion and such.
we go.
Perfect. Yeah, that works. That works better, actually. Alright. It's time to clear check this bad boy. Which means I gotta not suck at my own level. Alright, here we go. Clear check. I'm kind of historian, if you get what I mean, Tom. Starts off pretty simple, nothing major going on. This is just level 1. First celebration, yay! Oh jeez. Keep forgetting that just shoots out at you immediately. Timer's almost through. Ow. Get it. Now I get to the slippery. Ow. Ooh. Oh my god, that was close. Just barely surviving. Got it. Okay, here we go. Oh, jeez. Ow. Oh, no. Uh-oh. I'm alive! I survived just long enough. And that's the end.
You made it.
Plenty of time to spare. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure if I like the name Cold Snap. What do you guys think? I mainly wrote that as like a placeholder, but I don't know. I kind of want to change it to something else. Anybody got any ideas? I want it to be something snow or cold related, like something that highlights something that encapsulates what this level is about. Iceberg Rumble. That is a fantastic name. I like that. Well, they're not really icebergs, they're icicles. So... Icicle Rumble? That doesn't sound any better, does it? Potentially, I'm just throwing out names. I'm not spelling this right, am I? Yeah, I'm spelling this wrong. Why is it spelled like that? It's a weird spelling. Slippery stalactite? Well, there's only like one section that's slippery. Also, I may be extremely overleveled. Oh, hey, Twisted, what's up? Oops. Icicle Rumble doesn't sound too bad. And the only reason I'm thinking this and not Iceberg Rumble is because that's literally what you're going up against is icicles. There's just snowballs that bounce you around, potentially throwing you into the icicles. That's the thing. I might go with this one if a better one doesn't come along. I think it's alright. Like, it's better than Cold Snap. Way better than Cold Snap. So did you read my explanation I gave you earlier? I did. And I still don't understand what I was looking at. What about Icicle Crash? I know that's a Pokemon move, but that's just something that came into my head. Icicle Rumble, Icicle Crash. I don't know. They're both pretty good. Although I might just go with Icicle Rumble if no other suggestion comes up. Because I think Rumble is better than Crash. Frozen Survival? It's not bad. I don't know if it's better than Icicle Rumble, to be honest. Frozen Survival, Icicle Rumble. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Icicle Rumble. Please import our description. I usually write like a story or something in here. Or Takalo. Ooh, that is also pretty good. And I think... I think I'm going to stick with Icicle Rumble on this one. Okay, description. Sir... Survive the rooms of falling icicles. Did I... Last time I did one of these for the Thunder Pals, I needed to write out made for Thunder Pals. I need to check, make sure, I want to make sure I don't need to do that again or not. No. Creator showcase for originals or races on the focus screen. Actually, that sounds. Icicles must be. Oh, I do need to write. I do need to write it in the level description. Okay. Let me just write this out first. How do I... No, that's not, that doesn't work. Okay, fine. Then I'll just, Okay, so I need to write out... Yeah, that works. I don't think I'm gonna have enough characters. Nope, I am not. I don't have enough. Damn it. I don't. Oh, here we go. I was like, how do I shift it back so I can actually backspace properly? Okay. I think that's probably the best I'm going to get out of it. Like, I would have loved to add a little more meat into my description, but I don't think I have enough. I don't have enough characters. Why are you only limited to 75 characters in a description? That is not nearly enough space to utilize. I'm pretty sure even the oldest character limits in, like, Twitter messages, or now it's called X, weren't even this small. Anyway, survive the rooms of falling icicles. Easy as that. I want this. Pick 2 tags. What are 2 good tags for this? There is a boss battle in it, so maybe that. Themed, I guess. So themed in boss battle, perhaps. Because it's not really a speed run. Short and it is short. I don't know if you call this sweet though. Yeah, let's do theme and boss battle. Alright. Course is ready. If you all want to try it, feel free to do so. There's the code right there. And with that, this level is officially done. And we finished relatively on time, so that works out very nicely. And not only that, I finished this level 1 week early. So that means next week I can do levels, and then the following Saturday we're gonna have the collab, and everyone's gonna try out this level that I put together. Honestly, like, I'm really happy with how this turned out. My minor stuff, like not being able to put checkpoints when you have clear conditions, is really stupid. Thanks, Nintendo. But I really like how this is set up. I really like how this was put together, and I think I dare say this is probably the best level I've made yet. I'm quite proud of it, and I want to thank everyone who gave me like the different advices on what to do to like make it this way, because there were a few things that I was kind of getting stuck on and couldn't figure out what to do, but we made it work, and you guys gave me some good advice to like put it all together, and it came out really well, so I'm really happy about it, so thank you very much. But that is going to do it for this streaming vid. Now let's give thanks to the people who made this stream the best stream possible. So I think we just have our gold and platinum tier members to give thanks to. We have Ash as our gold member. And we have Ashley, aka Little Ball of Fun, Zero Justice, Daniel Perez, Heather Flanagan, Mike Flanagan, and Topseeker Yoshi as our platinum members. And with that done, let's find us a raid target. Who haven't I raided in a while? That's who I want to go raid. Huh, that might be a good person to check out. Let me check my subscriptions first. Alright. I'm like 95% positive we haven't rated this person in a good long while. So, let's go raid this guy. Okay. He doesn't have redirects on, so I have to drop the link the old-fashioned way. Alrighty, guys. Tonight's target shall be Level Up Zay, who is currently playing some Mario Kart World. Let's go raid him by using the hashtag... Oh, someone here already played my level. Nice. Use the hashtag LeoRaid to let him know where we all came from. But guys, that's going to do it for this streaming vid. Let me know in the comments below what other games you'd like me to play. But until then, I'm Tom Leo. You've been Weasley Fantabulous People, and I'm signing off. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next stream. Peace!